Man, I think today is just not my day. You probably know what I'm talking about. Those days where everything just doesn't seem to go your way. Yeah, I've been struggling. But it wasn't all bad, let's be fair. But let's actually start at the beginning here with this race at Fuji in the GT3 Beginner Series, for which I decided to take the Porsche. After my recent video where I tested every single GT3 in the game, I really felt compelled to take this car out again because I really enjoyed it there and I was really surprised by it. If you haven't seen the video, I'll link it on screen for you. But this start is already quite hectic, so let's actually focus on that. And as we're going 3 wide here, BMW off to the right, and well, there's gonna be more spicy stuff happening, I can tell you that. Also the start, by the way, was kind of crazy with the guy in front of me really slow off the line and I barely managed to avoid him. But yeah, we're starting quite far back, I would say, and you can see a lot of cars in front, so this is going to get spicy. And the first thing is that I make a big mistake here. So stupid of me. I definitely did brake way too late for that corner. Let's take another look, but there's nothing really much to see. I'm just way too late. And yeah, apologies to the Lamborghini driver there. If by some miracle you see this, I'm really sorry. That was such a dumb mistake by me. And that really set a bad tone for this race for me as well. It's just one of those things where if you have that happen and you know in the race already that was your fault, you kind of get into a bad mindset, or at least I do. Let me know if you're the same there. But yeah, this really frustrated me, and we're gonna see that, yeah, just watch. As we go around the last sector here, braking for the last corner, and for some reason the car gets super loose as I touch the brake. I probably did touch the brake too much. So was that karma? And by the way, the other Porsche that also spun there, really take a look again here. This looks like tandem drifting once he comes into view. Basically the same thing. Maybe just a Porsche problem? I don't know. I didn't have this before while doing a little bit of practicing and also in qualifying. No idea. This also never happened again as far as I remember, but yeah, for some reason maybe I just had a little bit too much steering on, or maybe to touch the brake a little bit too much. Yeah, car just went and I really couldn't save that there. So yeah, as I said, maybe karma for that stupid mistake where I gained a lot of positions undeserved in my opinion. So now we're back in P21. And you might be thinking, well, like normally you, at least in most cases, are able to qualify quite a lot better. As by the way, the Ferrari here brakes really early, so yeah, I don't know what happened there. But yeah, this race was already starting out weird because I saw in the lobby that this was the first split, so top split. I've never seen that before. I'm not the kind of driver that normally gets into top split, but it was at a maybe weird time in terms of not that many players being online. So for some reason I ended up here in top split, and there were people even in qualifying that were like 2-3 seconds faster than me. So I was really expecting some weird things going on here, but nothing to the degree of what we saw. Yeah, that mistake in the first lap by me, just stupid. But other people also make mistakes, as you can see here. That was another Lambo, maybe even the same, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, there were quite some mistakes in this race, and a lot of them sadly also by me. I'm now trying to climb my way back to where we were. It's going to be tough because I'm not the fastest around this track, and while I have driven the Porsche a bit, I'm not that comfortable with it yet. And we'll jump ahead here to lap number 5, as we are, well, we have gained I think 2 more positions, but that was mostly just either people having drive-thrus or just spinning out completely, so like very free overtakes. And here I almost thought I was gone again. That was so close. I for some reason managed to save that, so yeah, it is possible, but yeah, it takes some experience, and I think in this case it was more luck than anything else, because as I said, I'm not that experienced with the Porsche. This is actually my very first race online in the Porsche. I've only tried it offline so far for, well, just testing it. And as I said in the beginning, I really did enjoy the Porsche more than I thought I would. And it is quite drivable even for someone as like very average skilled, maybe even below average, let's be fair, in terms of the Porsche. But I still can drive it, but I did struggle. And I'm also putting this down to just not having the greatest day. It's something that happens, but yeah, it wasn't fun in a lot of cases. I had a lot of clean laps here. We're jumping now to lap number 9, and I was doing quite fine. And yeah, that BMW was definitely facing the wrong direction, so another free pass here. But sadly, this is a little bit of an omen, as you'll be able to see as I touch the brake here for the left-hander. I touch it a little bit too much and go around once again. And then I decide to come on track from this angle, but yeah, slide on the grass way too much, and now I'm like, okay, is the track even free? It's kind of difficult to tell, so yeah, I took a long time to get back on the track and going again. Yeah, not the greatest race for me, and in the end I think did stay in this position. Actually did fall back even one more to P19, because I think I made one or two more small mistakes. So yeah, that race wasn't too great. So let's see if we can maybe do better in the next one. And as we're getting ready here, once again, top split. Basically the same time. And once again, the guy in front of me doesn't want to go. And I think this was even closer than the first race. Not quite sure what's going on. I mean, what are you waiting for other than the green lights? Not quite sure. But yeah, let's see. This race, as I said, once again top split. So once again, very big difference from the top to the slowest drivers in this lobby. So I think we can once again expect quite some shenanigans here. And you can already see bumping going on. People completely braking here. The Mustang in front, yeah, that was close. He spun out in the right direction for me, but I also did get hit from the right side as someone passed me there, so it was quite close. I'm not mad about losing position here. That really, like, I'm happy that I survived this. I actually found that Fuji in the Porsche, while I think it's good because of the good rotation that the Porsche has, I'm still struggling with it on this track. I had a lot of an easier time on Imola as I was testing. Especially this last sector for the Porsche can get quite tricky, because you really need to be quite good on brakes and with trail braking, and like especially these corners where you just push the brake quite lightly. I mean, this was like 40% braking was too much. Yeah, I don't know. This bump actually did spin me in the right direction again, so I'm good to go, but I now have damage as well, and that will probably affect me. And also, once again, I mean, first lap, another incident like this. And yeah, that also gets into my head. So, as I said in the beginning, it really wasn't my day. I did, even in this first race that I showed you, have some good laps and some good racing as well, but it was kind of overshadowed by all the incidents that happened, and we'll see if it's the same for this one. But yeah, because of that bump that put me in the right direction again, I'm still good to go here, but I'm definitely under pressure. There's a Porsche on my outside now, so let's see how this goes into the fast left-hander. He actually does pull back, so that's good for me as a guy off track, Lamborghini. And yeah, he does safely rejoin, looks like, and we do gain a position. But yeah, once again, because of the spin in the first lap, we are quite far back, and I outbrake myself a little bit for this left-hander, seemingly once again. Yeah, I said it before, I'm having a little bit of trouble on this track. I think I can drive it decently, but I also feel like I'm better on the part where yeah, the variant where there is not this chicane here. And you can see that I would have done better, because this was quite a stupid spin. I think I just went on the throttle too much, and maybe even over the curb like a little too much. I'm not quite sure what exactly caused it, but yeah, I could have avoided that. And once again, puts me back quite far in P23. And if you look at the map, there's basically no one else behind. The other guys are in the pits. So I'm in dead last here. So not great at all. But this is just lap 2 and I was like, I'm not giving up on this. Let's see if we can maybe recover here. And we'll jump ahead now to lap number 4, I think. Yeah, where you'll be able to see that I am kind of finding my groove here, finally, at this point. And while I'm still on my own, I did overtake someone. You can see there's another Porsche behind, but that was once again a mistake, like this one in front. I'm not quite sure what happened there, because like he was seemingly super fast and hit the wall at speed, but with his backside, this looked really weird. So yeah, that McLaren is definitely gone. The Porsche behind is about 4 seconds behind, and to the front we have a 10-second gap at this moment. But yeah, I was getting more used to the car at this point, and even though I was probably driving a little bit more careful than I should, I just had too many incidents and like little situations where I lost the car that I decided just to take it a little bit more slowly, and that was probably the right decision. And it's something like, if you don't have a great time and you make mistakes, it's either you just step out of the rig and try another time, or you just take it more slowly and just work on the fundamentals and just try to drive well. And this is what I tried to do here. And coming to the end of this lap, this was, well, not a great lap, at least my fastest lap in this race. I think I managed to do something like a 142 high in qualifying, so it was about my fastest lap. But as I said, there are people in this lobby who drive like 140s, so as I said, probably because there's not that many people online, that this lobby is kind of all over the place, and we're somewhere towards the middle to the end, I guess. And yeah, I can see another mistake by a Mustang here in front, and take a look at this Mustang, because we'll see more of him, as I will actually have some good racing with this guy, finally. But for now I was able to overtake him, and now I'm trying to just keep him behind. This right-hander here is kind of tricky to me, and I don't quite know how to take it properly. It's just something I need to figure out still. But yeah, as I said before, overall the racing, while not great because I made so many mistakes, it did get better. So at least there was that. Yes, we are so far back that catching more people, well, they need to make mistakes. I mean, it's 11 to 12 seconds to the people in front, or maybe a little bit less now. I'm not quite sure, the numbers are kind of fluctuating, but yeah, they do need to make mistakes for me to be able to catch them. So at this point I was just focusing, mostly at least, on my own driving and the guy behind. But yeah, as I said, it's going to get very interesting with him. So far I'm doing okay and keeping him behind, but it's going to get quite interesting with him. As I said, we are still only in lap number 5, coming up to lap number 6, so there's still quite some time left in this race. But you'll see that maybe because of my damage, or maybe he just got a better exit, I do lose out, or maybe it's also just the Porsche being not that quick in the straight line. He does catch, and I also make a bit of mistake here, being pressured. He gets alongside for this right-hander, and contrary to the Porsche before, he's just sticking it out and kind of cuts in front of me here, but all fine. So there was another car, by the way, off, so yeah, lots of things happening here. And by the way, because I haven't talked about that yet, when you're seeing this video, I'll probably already be on vacation. I definitely need that, and I will have some time to recuperate and get back to sim racing afterwards. But I do have some videos lined up for you, both LMU and AC Evo, so there is some content coming, and you probably won't even notice that I'm gone, hopefully, if all goes well. But yeah, when you're seeing this video, I'm probably already on vacation, which is nice for me, I guess. And if you appreciate me having some content ready for you, so you always have something to watch while I'm gone, let me know by hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And also write a comment if you want, if not just for this video, then for the YouTube algorithm, so we have some chance of my videos not getting swamped by the YouTube algorithm. It's kind of tough. I've seen some weird things happening in my YouTube analytics, but yeah, that's for me to worry about, not for you. But yeah, you could see the Mustang is kind of pulling away from me, and I managed to keep basically the same distance for the whole rest of this race. There were quite a few laps where it was just trying to get closer, sometimes managing a little bit, but then also falling back again. And we are now in the last lap of this race, and I'm still behind him. And there is still a little bit of a chance that I maybe can get this position. Let's see if we manage to. He is a little bit slow through this right-hander, but I also am getting a little bit wide. Need to be careful now, don't want to repeat that mistake that we saw in the beginning. And luckily don't do. But yeah, kind of getting alongside here, but just seemingly he's fast in a straight line. As I said, either the car or my damage is slowing me down, not quite sure which. But yeah, it looked like he was kind of thinking that I might hit him in the back while braking and try to avoid me. I did hit him a little bit, or bump into him a little bit when he was a little bit slow through that chicane, but yeah, nothing major, and good LMU netcode let us have that moment, no problem. You could see another small moment by me where I lost the rear of the car but managed to get it back under control. And while I did try then to get a good run here through the last corner, he was kind of on my line there, so I couldn't fully commit and couldn't get the exit that I wanted. So sadly, I guess if you could call it that, it's just a P17 I wasn't able to overtake, but it was close and it was fun racing in the end, and that's what counts. Because that's what I kind of want to tell you with this video. You'll have bad races. You'll have bad races. That's just par for the course. Everyone does. You could see I do. I make mistakes, other people make mistakes and ram into you. It just happens, and you just gotta deal with it and move on or take a break. But yeah, as I said, I'm taking that break by going on vacation, and hopefully I'm back refreshed, recuperated, and ready for more sim racing and making more content for you. I'm really happy that a lot of new viewers are on the channel and are enjoying the videos that I make. It really means the world to me that you watch the videos, that you like, that you comment, subscribe, all of that. It really means a lot to me, and I can't thank you enough. So thank you once again. I've been HT Racing, and I will hopefully see you in the next one.